it's recording. Let's start. So, today's episode is about how to stay relevant in commercial filmmaking industry. Commercial industry? How to stay relevant in the commercial filmmaking industry. You might be wondering, what does this mean, how to stay relevant? I gather you've watched my previous episode on how to become a commercial film director. Now, once you succeed in becoming a commercial director and you start making commercials, there's always room for growth, right? Like in any industry, you don't just stay stagnant once you're a certain position. So today's topic on how to stay relevant. For example, in the advertising industry, it's extremely competitive. Let's call it the advertising industry is a very competitive market. Now, you imagine like every year you get young new directors that pop up and create something extremely unique or something extremely creative that no one has ever done. It happens. Trends change. The it thing isn't no more. So what was hot previously is now not considered cool. Hot, cool. Oh my goodness, what's happening? Yesterday's trend may not be today's trend. So as a director, you always have to keep up to date. And yeah, it's an ever evolving environment, the film industry or the commercial industry, because we, I guess, have to follow trends, have to follow where the market is heading, what the audience is interested in. It depends on obviously the demographic. A lot of commercials these days target towards Gen Z, and then after that I think it's Gen Alpha, and then anyway, how to stay relevant. Let's keep this topic relevant. How to stay relevant. Now, there are several ways on how to stay relevant, and I'll give you three that come to mind. Now, firstly number one is exposure. Make sure your work is out there. Make sure people are seeing your stuff. Exposure is key, and I believe in my previous episode, or something I will bring up in future episodes, is you as a director, you are a brand, and for that brand to succeed, you need eyeballs onto your brand, or you need constant exposure. You need, you see these brands like Nike and Adidas, and what other big brands like Apple. They constantly let the audience know that they're out there and that there are new products coming out, and etc. So just like in the commercial world, as a director, you're a brand. Get yourself out there, leverage social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, because you just never know. Yeah, there are producers out there who check out social media, and who knows, they might see your work, and if you didn't have your work out there, then you may have missed on a potential project. And yeah, imagine you had your work out there, producer saw and went, wow, this is awesome. I'll get him to pitch for this project. Believe me, I've used social media to get my name out there. For instance, Instagram. I make sure that I constantly let my followers know what I'm up to, and get your work out there. Don't just rely on your website or Vimeo. It's just not enough in this environment. About exposure, once again, I'm now reopened or relaunched my TikTok account. So follow me on TikTok, Instagram, aswa_hand. Visit my website, aswahand.com. What else am I on? I'm on Facebook as well. Look me up. So that's number one. It's going to be hard to edit. Number two is make those director's cuts, because the majority of work that you do for clients isn't really a true vision. So the majority of your style is not reflected in most of the commercials that you'll make, and that's for obvious reasons, because you're creating commercials to tailor for the client's needs, and most of the time the clients will focus on towards their product and its features and making sure that there's more screen time for their products, while you on the other hand are more focused on the aesthetics, the look, how it's lit, the performance, or how the flow of the story goes. But sometimes you can't have it your way, or most times, let's say, you can't have it your way. So make those director's cuts, because a lot changes mainly in post-production, and that's like the edit, the choice of music, the color grade, the voiceover and supers used, like supers as in the text that appear, because clients want to make sure that the audience or the viewers really understand how their product works or what features are there, and yeah, they really need to spell this out. I mean, for me, I don't like too many things cluttered. Color grade is the same thing. Most of the time you might want it moodier and aesthetically focused on the lighting. However, the client in many cases want it more saturated and more bright and more, a bit more warmer, a bit more approachable, while you on the other hand may want to go for a more artistic approach, which in many cases you cannot, because you and the client might not see eye to eye. So make your director's cut, because I believe your director's cut is the one that ends up looking better. And so showcase your best work. So director's cut, number 2. Now number 3 is do a passion project. Now, what's a passion project, you may ask, or why do a passion project? Hey, like, I'm now a professional director. I'm now a professional filmmaker and getting paid for my work. So there are some high-profile directors out there, and one to mention, and for those of you who've been following my channel, Solomon, he does passion projects from time to time. It's these passion projects that really shine. They outshine his real, I guess, commercials per se. And sometimes, let's say you as a commercial director want to start doing fashion related commercials. Now you can't get those ads because maybe your reel consists of mainly beverage commercials or comedy related commercials. Now you may, as a director, want to evolve into more fashion related commercials. Then you do a passion project or a spec commercial where you can showcase your vision and your style as a fashion commercial director. The benefits of passion projects or spec ads is that you are in control. You are in control of the visuals and the edit, everything. There's no one behind your back telling you cannot do this or that. You're not second guessing what the clients want. You are in control. The only drawback is that it's out of your own money. But if you really want to get into another style of commercials which you don't have in your reel, then create a passion project. It's fun. You get to work with the people that you've been working with over the course of your commercial career. So passion project. Also, I'm in the process of making a passion project. I've shot like 70-80% of it, and it's coming out of my own money, so a little bit of help would be great. So you can go to my website and there's a donate button. You can donate via PayPal. Any small amount will do. I'll announce it soon, but I'll be releasing an ebook on how to become a filmmaker or commercial, or how to get into commercial directing thing, like how to become a commercial director. It's going to be really good. It's not just a step-by-step on how to become a commercial film director. I also have added some of my own personal encounters and experiences and stories, so it's not just for filmmakers. I hope I kind of created it so that even people who aren't in the industry or are just curious about the industry would get a lot out of it. So I hope today's episode has been informative. Thank you once again, and I'll see you in the next episode.